You know, it was a milestone we kind of missed last week. 93 years ago saw the completion of an architectural wonder. The Owyhee Dam, just southwest of Adrian, Oregon, and just 21 miles west of Homedale as the crow flies, was the prototype for the even more famous Hoover Dam. Techniques and technologies used in southeastern Oregon would be used on a much grander scale on the Colorado River between Arizona and Nevada. They called the Owyhee River Oregon's Grand Canyon. But with the demand for water and getting it out of that gorge, it would become known as the Owyhee Project. And those hired on called it a job. Diversion work began in July of 1928 with the tunnel completed that October. Excavation on the Owyhee Project came next, and it would take crews a year and a half to get down to bedrock before the building of the dam could begin. Concrete work would happen in earnest, slowed only by severe cold in the winter of 30 and 31. But temperature would have a bigger role in the construction of the dam. Engineers would use a 28-foot section to test a new technology: water-cooled coils to keep the concrete from cracking. It worked, and that technique would later be used that year to construct the Hoover Dam. Another innovative idea incorporated into the project: a spillway built like the drain of a bathtub. They called it the Morning Glory Spillway, a ring gate capping a 760-foot tunnel to deliver water through the dam. However, it would only be used when the water reached a certain level, which has only happened 5 times in the last 3+ decades. The last time was last year. At completion, the Owyhee Dam reached 417 feet, the tallest at the time. And the day it was dedicated, 3,000 people showed up, almost twice the population of the nearest big city of Ontario at the time. And Oregon's Grand Canyon was now primed for irrigation. Well, construction began before the start of the Great Depression and cost a total of $6 million. Workers, though, were still happy to have a job, made $4 a day, minus the $1.50 for room and board. 417 feet high, the tallest in the world, as we mentioned, was surpassed by the Hoover Dam 3 years later at 726 feet. But the Owyhee laid the foundation for the Hoover, of course. The Owyhee Reservoir, by the way, can hold as much as 1.1 million acre-feet of water, but is usually at full capacity about 715,000 acre-feet. And for some perspective, 1.1 million acre-feet, Lucky Peak, the reservoir just up the road here, can hold 264,000 acre-feet, and Cascade Reservoir, 646,000, so it's much bigger. Despite construction completed in July of 1932, irrigation didn't begin until 1935. All of that water in the Owyhee Reservoir now feeds 172 miles of canals and brings water to more than 120,000 acres of farmland in eastern Oregon and southwestern Idaho.